Warning, the following video contains bad language and is only recommended for ages 13 and over. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up YouTube, this is FtSpeardude21, and today I'm gonna be doing a rant on the ignorant ass people who have no sympathy for unvaccinated COVID deaths. And I'll be doing this rant with JackalGoldKick.
What's up YouTube, it's JackalGoldKick, and I'm here with FtSpeardude21, the Flamehead97, and Andrew Mavidot, and we're gonna be doing a collaboration video doing a rant about people who have no sympathy for unvaccinated COVID deaths. Basically, people that have no sympathy for the people that die from COVID that didn't take the COVID vaccine. That's what we're going to be ranting about.
So Flamehead97.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm here for my part of a collab video with FtSpeardude21, JackalGoldKick, and Andrew Mavidot, and this is going to be a collab video on people that have no heart for those that have passed away, like, you know, the people that passed away because they didn't have the COVID-19 shot, aka unvaccinated people. So with that being said, let's go and get started with this.
And Andrew Mavidot.
Good evening, everybody. It's Andrew Mavidot checking in on FtSpeardude21's channel. Today I'm with FtSpeardude21, JackalGoldKick, BudDean and for this collab, we're going to be talking and ranting about those who have no sympathy and no heart for those who died of the coronavirus who are unvaccinated.
All of you already know that I already did a rant with the Flamehead97 about people who force the vaccine on other people. And apparently, these same dumbass people who force the vaccine on other people don't have any hearts towards unvaccinated people who have died from COVID. It's like these people are so fucking stupid to the point where they think that this vaccine can solve everything. Oh, if you take the vaccine, then it is impossible for you to catch COVID.
Bullshit, motherfucker!
No it's not, bitch, because there have been some people who have taken the vaccine who still got COVID. So what the fuck are these people on about? Yes, it is true that if you take the vaccine, then there is a less likely possibility of you catching COVID. But what I'm saying is, there have been some vaccinated people who have still gotten COVID despite taking the vaccine. Of course, the vaccine itself didn't cause those people to catch COVID because the vaccine is supposed to help the body fight off COVID. But what I'm saying is, everybody's body is different and reacts to the vaccine differently if they do decide to take it. Just because these unvaccinated people who died from COVID didn't want to take the damn vaccine, that doesn't mean that they were bad people, and they should not be disrespected because they are dead and are no longer here to defend themselves. These people who don't want to take the vaccine, including myself, have our reasons on why we don't want to take it. Somebody dying from COVID or other diseases is very sad and fucked up, and it should not be fucking joked about. And the fact that there's these ignorant ass people out there who don't have any sympathy or hearts towards the unvaccinated people who've died from COVID, that just proves how heartless, evil, corrupt, and fucked up they truly are in the head. And they need shit tons of help because they are complete pieces of shit. And they are just so fucked up in the head for doing that heartless, evil bullshit. Like, if people don't want to take the vaccine, then they have the right to not want to take it. just as much as the people who want to take it have the right if they want to take it. Ugh. Man, these types of people who do this heartless bullshit are not good people at all. And they just really need a whole lot of help. Because, like, they have something mentally wrong with their head if they seriously think that making fun of the dead is okay. Like, here's a message to all the vaccinated people out there. If us unvaccinated people ain't judging y'all for taking the vaccine, then why the hell judge us? Like, we have our reasons on why we don't want to take the fucking vaccine, just as much as y'all have your reasons for wanting to take it. I'm just getting so damn sick and tired of hearing about the fucking vaccine all the damn time. And I'm also getting sick and tired of all of these vaccinated people judging others just because they don't want to take the vaccine. These people are so damn ignorant, and they're complete pieces of crap for disrespecting the dead like that. Like, like, shit like this really needs to stop already. It's like these dumbasses are acting like this vaccine is a cure for everything. And they act like it can solve all their problems when it actually doesn't. Like, they're living in a damn fantasy world if they seriously think that way. They just need to quit the heartless BS and show some damn sympathy for the unvaccinated people who've died from COVID. And that's pretty much all I have for my part. Fuck these garbage ass people who treat unvaccinated people like crap. Man. And here is JackalGoldKick, the Flamehead97, and Andrew Mavadat with their thoughts about these ignorant ass people who have no hearts or sympathy for the unvaccinated people who've died from COVID.
Because this is something I've seen and something that I wanted all of us to talk about, because this is something that pisses me off, and I think it's fucked up and it's bullshit that this happens. And I think it's just wrong that this happens. I've seen online a few times where when it's reported that someone dies from COVID and they didn't have the COVID vaccine, or maybe they were just an anti-vaxxer or whatever, there's always some people that just are just assholes about it, where they're like, I don't feel no sympathy for those kind of people, or I don't care that happened to them because they lived by what they wanted to, which is not being vaccinated. It's like, how could some people just have no sympathy for these kind of people? Like, death in general is not something that should be made fun of or have no sympathy for. I mean, unless it's a bad person or a piece of shit. You know, death in general is sad, and people dying in general is sad. So I don't know why there's people like this that have no sympathy for unvaccinated, you know, people that die from COVID. It's stupid. Shout out to the official T Murdoch. I talked to him in private. T Murdoch told me that he knew some people that got the COVID vaccine, and some of the people that got it, they were fine, but some of the people that got the COVID vaccine that T Murdoch knew, they still died from COVID. So it's not like a perfect one-way ticket where if you take it or if you don't take it, you know, you're not going to live or die. It's kind of like with seatbelts, for example. Anytime I'm in the car, I always wear a seatbelt. But just because I wear a seatbelt, that doesn't mean that I'm guaranteed to survive a car crash. You know, it may help, but if I get into a car crash and I'm wearing a seatbelt, I could end up dying just as if someone that isn't wearing a seatbelt gets in a car crash, that could end up dying too. And it's the same thing with the COVID vaccine, you know? People should have the choice if they want to take the COVID vaccine or if they don't want to take the COVID vaccine. They should be able to think and question things and, you know, figure things out. They should be able to do that, you know? And I just think it's wrong for some people that they just want to have no sympathy for people that are not vaccinated or they're anti-vaxxer. It's like, just respect their choice, you know, and if they die from it, that's sad. And they shouldn't have no sympathy for those kind of people, because it's like I said, it's not like it's a one-way ticket where if you take it, you'll be fine, you know, or if you don't take it, you won't be fine. You could die either way. Either taking it, you could still die, or if you don't take it, you could die. It's the great example I used of the seatbelt analogy. You could wear a seatbelt and still die in a car accident. You could not wear a seatbelt and you could still have the chance of living or dying in a car accident, whether you're wearing a seatbelt or not. It's kind of like the same. Another example is like police officers or people that go into combat. They wear like military vests to protect themselves. They could still die even if they're wearing a military vest. You know, there's plenty of people out there that have been really healthy that have died from stuff. Like Patrick Swayze, he was super healthy, super in shape guy, and he died from cancer. Michael Clark Duncan, that guy was in really good shape, and he died from some heart-related in his 50s. So you could do and try things to make yourself, you know, survive or be healthy or whatnot, but it's not guaranteed that it'll work, you know? And that's what I want to say overall is stop acting like this. For you people out there that act like this, fuck you. You're pieces of shit, and I'm tired of this nonsense, and I'm tired of you motherfuckers acting like this because it's bullshit. Stop not having no sympathy for unvaccinated COVID deaths from people that either are anti-vax or they're just not getting a COVID vaccine. Stop being pieces of shit and showing no sympathy for those people because it's fucked up, it's bullshit, and it's wrong. Let people choose to get the vaccine or not get it. And like I said, it's not a perfect one-way trip where if you do get it or if you don't get it, that you'll be fine in general, you know? Take it back to my seatbelt analogy or the bulletproof vest analogy, you know? That's really all I have to say about this. I don't have much more else to say, but I just think it's fucked up overall and it needs to stop. You know, humans dying and death in general is a sad thing, and it's fucked up for some people to act like this and to, like, have no sympathy for unvaccinated COVID users and act like, well, I don't care about them because you should have been vaccinated, or, you know, they knew the risk of living this life. Like, having no sympathy for unvaccinated COVID death users is just bullshit, and it's fucked up, and it's just sick. You know, you got to be sick in the head to do some shit like that. You know, like I think I even seen Cliff Basinski. I love Gears of War, but Cliff Basinski's bitch ass, he had some post on Twitter where he said some shit like, oh, you know, I don't feel any sympathy for people who die from COVID that's unvaccinated. It's like, how much of a piece of shit do you gotta be to say some shit like that and think that way? Fuck that shit, man. That's fucked up and it's fucking wrong. That shit needs to stop. It's bullshit. Fuck it to hell. That's really all I gotta say. Thanks to SpearDude and the others for wanting to do this collaboration together. It was a cool rant to do. Fuck these people that have no sympathy for unvaccinated COVID death users. If you're one of these people, you're fucked up and you're sick in the fucking head and you need some goddamn help to not have any sympathy for unvaccinated COVID death users. It's a virus in general, just like any other virus or anything else that kills people, whether it's car crashes or people getting shot. You know, people can try ways to get around it or to protect themselves from it, but that doesn't mean everybody's going to live or be safe from it. Like I said, I can wear a seatbelt, but that doesn't mean I'm going to survive a car crash later.
So today's topic is going to be those who have no heart, for those who died, for those family members, co-workers and colleagues, and loved ones that died of the coronavirus just because they weren't vaccinated. The vaccine wasn't available, or for whatever reason, they didn't want to get the vaccine because they didn't trust its ingredients or whatever the media said about the vaccine. So here with SpearDude21, JackalGoldKick, and BudDean Reupload, here for a dope collab. Now for my entry, I'm just going to talk about in general how, not going to name specific names or anything like that, as there's too many to mention, as so many people have died from this virus or have been affected from this virus. Hell, I myself have already been affected by the virus, both unvaccinated, meaning when the vaccine wasn't available, and when I was vaccinated. I myself got 3 shots of the Moderna, and guess what? Just 2 months later, just about 2.5 months later, I get infected with the coronavirus again. So let me just say for the record that you can get the virus whether you have the vaccine or whether you don't have the vaccine. And that's what a large part of the large bulk of my rant is going to be about. Now, I don't give a shit or a fuck or a damn whether, you know, whether somebody gets the vaccine or not, whether somebody gets vaccinated or not, you know, that's their decision. You know, I am more for, you know, I'm like more for people getting vaccinated when it comes to like maybe immunocompromised systems. But I'm not one to tell someone or anyone if they should get vaccinated or not. But that's not what I'm here to rant about. What I'm here to rant about are those people. If you're one of those motherfuckers who have no sympathy for those who passed away from the coronavirus just because they didn't have the vaccine on them, you are a grade A scumbag. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whether they're vaccinated or not, you go around making fun of their deaths. That makes you a scumbag. Now, am I saying that you're a bad person if you get vaccinated, or you're a bad person if you don't get vaccinated? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, you know, everybody has a choice of what they want to do with their bodies. It's bad enough that in this pandemic, the coronavirus has been treated as a political tool, and unfortunately, instead of something actually getting done about this fucking virus, it's been treated as a political figure and has caused nothing but division. Unvaccinated and vaccinated people are always, Democrats, Republicans are always fighting against each other about whether they should take the vaccine or not. And it's fucking bullshit. And it's fucking behavior needs to stop. And we need to find an actual solution to this virus, rather than arguing about it all the time. Now, my last collab with SpiriDude21, BudDean Reupload, and with my last collab with those two, we talked about how those who make fun of people's deaths, they make fun of celebrities' deaths. We talked about that in the last collab. But in this situation, we were talking about those who hate on those who didn't get the vaccine and they died because of it. Oh, you didn't get the vaccine? Well, you got the coronavirus and you died and you deserve it. Ha 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 ha. I'm talking about those kind of people. And just like I mentioned in my last rant, you guys are assholes, trolls, and scumbags. You guys are heartless jerks for going around making fun of, you know, people who died. First of all, you shouldn't make fun of any decent person. You should not be making fun of their deaths just because, you know, they have fake allegations against them or they didn't get vaccinated. I said in the last collab with SpiriDude21 and BudDean Reupload, it's not cool to make fun of anybody's death. That includes Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, and others. But you shouldn't be making fun of people just because they didn't get the vaccine. I know there's this whole thing about, oh, if you don't get vaccinated, you're more susceptible to spread the virus. I did research, and I've experienced it myself. Whether or not you're vaccinated, you can still get the coronavirus. You didn't mask up, or you didn't wash your hands enough, or you didn't wash up enough, or the vaccine or the virus is in the air, and you happen to have caught the virus because somebody sneezed or you inhaled the germs and you got the coronavirus. You can get the virus whether you're vaccinated or whether you're not. So yeah, you can get the virus whether you're vaccinated or not. So even if you're vaccinated or you're not vaccinated, you can still suffer from this virus, or you could possibly die from this virus. I'm sorry, but to put it that way, but that's just how it is with the coronavirus. This virus that blew up from Wuhan, it affects people in different ways, from mild to moderate to severe. But whether or not you have the vaccine, yes, it might be less chance you get intensely sick from the virus, but you can still get the virus. So I don't think it should be a goddamn excuse to make fun of other people because they didn't get the vaccine or they didn't want to get the vaccine. Yeah, maybe more people should have gotten the vaccine so more immunity would work, but it doesn't work that way anymore. It doesn't work that way in America, at least. Whether it's America, South America, UK, Europe, Asia, or what have you, whether it's any one of those countries or continents, or India or any one of those continents, Whether you're vaccinated or you're not vaccinated, you can still get the virus. I don't think it should be an excuse to make fun of other people's deaths just because they got the coronavirus and they didn't get vaccinated. It's really disgusting. It's as bad as those who make fun of Tupac and Michael Jackson for their death. It's as heinous as that. Only this is just about as bad, if not worse, because this is a global virus, this is a global sickness, and this is a global pandemic. And I want to see the endemic of this pandemic, but it's not happening with so many people being irresponsible. Like, it's not just about the vaccine, but there's a lot of irresponsible people out there. So bottom line is, if you're one of those scumbags, or you're one of those people, if you have an opinion about the vaccine, that's fine. If you have an opinion about someone getting vaccinated or not vaccinated, that's fine. But don't be making fun of their deaths. Don't make fun of a family member's death or a friend's death. How would you like it if you lost somebody to this virus? And trust me, this virus is a bitch. This virus that came out of Wuhan, this virus is an absolute bitch. How would you like it if somebody made fun of your death because you didn't get vaccinated? Let's say your entitled ass didn't want to get vaccinated. How would you like it if somebody made fun of you because you didn't get the vaccine and they made fun of your death? Would you like that? Would you like that? If somebody made fun of your death because you didn't want to get the vaccine or you didn't get the vaccine, would you like it if somebody made fun of your death? So why are you doing it to other people who died of this virus? There's some loved ones that died of this virus that will never have a chance at life again, and you make fun of them. Like, people have had severe illness and died from this virus. Many people have. And you motherfuckers out there want to keep making fun of them. You want to say, oh, you didn't get the vaccine. You died of the coronavirus. Ha 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 ha. Joke's on you, motherfucker. Well, guess what, dumbass cunts out there? They're not the ones who are the assholes. They got the virus, they got the virus and they didn't want to get the vaccine. Some do and some don't. That's no excuse for you to make fun of their deaths. We're talking about loved ones, teachers, daughters, sons, uncles, grandpas, grandmas, mothers, fathers, brother, sister, cousins, cousins from relatives from around the world, domestic and international. Every single type of person has died of this virus. People from all over this world have suffered and died from this virus. So if I were you people, I'd drop the ego, realize that people can get the virus whether or not they get the vaccine or not. Because I'm getting so freaking pissed off that this is what this world has come to. Oh, we can never agree on anything when it comes to solving the coronavirus. Let's face it, that's fact. It's fact. So, for the love of God, don't be going around making fun of people's deaths because they didn't get the vaccine and they got the coronavirus. As I said before, and I'm not going to say it again, whether you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, you can still get this virus and you can still get coronavirus symptoms. Okay? Okay? That's gonna do it for my part. I just want to hop on SpearDude's channel on the collab and give my thoughts on making fun of people who died of coronavirus and they didn't get vaccinated. I just wanted to get my true sense out there. Again, my point was not to bash anybody if they want to get the vaccine or not. That's their opinion. But making fun of somebody's death, just like in the last collab, just like in the last one, making fun of somebody's death, whether it was Michael Jackson or a celebrity or they didn't get vaccinated and they got the coronavirus and died from it. If you're a person out there that makes fun of their deaths, well, guess what? Karma will bite you in the ass, motherfucker. So that will do it my part. Thank you, SpearDude21, JackalGoldKick, and BudDean for having me on this collab. BudDean Langley, SpearDude21, JackalGoldKick, you're awesome. Thank you for having me on this collab. And I'll catch you on the next one.
So, I just think it's sickening how people can be such assholes in the world, poking fun at people who passed away because they didn't have the coronavirus shot, and it's just fucking sickening. You gotta be a piece of shit to do something like this. Seriously, I just don't understand the point of people just making fun of dead people just to make fun of them. Especially in this kind of situation as well. It's just fucked up. It's wrong. You don't poke fun at people who died over something such as serious as this situation. So this is one of the worst case scenarios within the last couple of years. People dying from the coronavirus, and the ones that died without being unvaccinated, or the ones that are unvaccinated, I mean. So it's just fucking horrible how you got these assholes out here poking fun at the people that died because they didn't get the vaccine. And it's just horrible to think of when people have this kind of attitude and just the overall shitty personality, you know. So, yeah, I just don't understand why people have to act like this. These people are grown adults, being immature, acting like a whole bunch of fucking assholes and shit, and I just can't stand motherfuckers like this who just want to poke fun at someone just to poke fun at them. Just disrespectful, disrespecting the dead in general. But this is one of the worst case scenarios. Like I said, it's just fucked up. It's vile. It's evil. It's heartless. How would you feel if you lost someone that died from the coronavirus that was unvaccinated? You wouldn't like it neither. So poking fun at the dead people is just wrong in all cases and all situations here. So these people, they deserved to live, but yet you got these fucking scumbags all around the world being assholes and poking fun at them because they died, because they were unvaccinated. And it's just fucked up, man, how you got so much sickening motherfuckers out here. I hate this shit. Makes me sick even thinking about it. So yeah, I really don't know what else to say, but I can't stand these kind of people who always just want to poke fun at people because of situations like this. And it's nothing to laugh at. It's no laughing stock here. It's nothing to laugh at. This shit is serious. So, you assholes who want to poke fun at others that died because they were unvaccinated, you need to grow the fuck up and get the hell off of the internet. And if you're not doing it on the internet, then you're just an asshole doing it on the internet and in real life. But either way, it don't matter if you do it in real life or online. It's fucking sickening and heartless either way to have no sympathy and no heart for those that died because they were unvaccinated. So, yeah, fuck these kind of motherfuckers. So, I apologize if my part wasn't that good. I just didn't really know what to really say here, but I want to thank SpearDude, Jackal, and Andrew for asking me to be in this collab with them. So yeah, fuck these assholes that want to poke fun at the dead and shit and have no heart and sympathy for them. They can just fuck off in general. I can't stand these kind of people. So with that being said, I'm out. See y'all next time.